overwhelming.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Frenzy the Killbot variety show. The truth is, there's a lot of stuff to show off in this game, but I've been waiting until the end to show some of it. So this is pretty much a clip show of random things. Starting off, I'm showing off a few things that need reiterating or clearing up. The first is in the Air Force One level. Concordat mentioned that it's possible to save the pilots and have them complete Objective 4 for you. And at the time I thought that he was wrong, because in one of my trial runs I went upstairs and they were already dead. I don't know what I did to trigger those pilots to die, because it is possible. If you go up here and you're quick, the pilots are just hanging out up here in the cockpit. And hanging out quite literally. This guy's got shades and is just reclining. Now, after you throw the mine into the umbilical, what happens is the plane will still do its sort of crashing noise, and it will tell you that the plane's going off course. But after about 15 seconds, the pilots will automatically complete the objective for you. So, Concordat, kudos to you. Now, the crash site level. If you didn't know what you were doing, and it was your first time playing this level, one of the most obvious ways to find the clone is to go down here into the caverns. You would find yourself a few of these blonde dudes, and eventually you would come across the clone himself. And he runs away from you. Now, the clone running away might not be enough for you to say that he's bad. But what's interesting is that he does look different than the president you were introduced to. Only slightly, of course. But if you let him run, he actually runs all the way to the alien ship and hides behind it. I guess the other thing you can look at is the fact that if you target him, your reticle goes red, showing him as an enemy. Now, Chicago. We're here, there's our cool little dude on the wall, and we have the bomb spy in our inventory. And I'm going to show the alternate method of beating this level. For example, if the taxi cab gets destroyed. See there, it shows Objective 4 as being failed, and it actually tells you to end the mission. But what you can do is bring the bomb spy over here to the end, get all of these guys in here interested, and blow them up. It tells you that an alternative diversion has been created, and you can just walk in.
The car park lifted your...
It's actually pretty effective.
Affirmative.
Now this last thing is just a little bit of an Easter egg. This is in the Carrington Villa. When you destroy all of the wine bottles in this level, you get a little voice clip from Carrington. So watch up here as I destroy the last bottle and listen carefully.
At your age, Joanna.
Nothing terribly big. Anyway, I have something in the Carrington Institute to show you guys, but it's very boring, and I actually considered not showing it off at all. We are going to show it, but first we're going to play with some cheats. There's not much to say about any of the clips coming up, so I'll probably put some catchy music on and treat it sort of like a montage. So, cheat solo missions. Enjoy.
Busted!
This here's a tale for all the fellas trying to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by and you wish you can sex her, but you're standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next day's function, high class luncheon. Food is served and you're stone cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start gawking, sits down next to you and starts talking. Said she wants to dance cause she likes the groove, so come on fatso and just bust the move.
Hey, yeah, hey, yeah.
Just bust a move.
Hey, yeah, hey, yeah.
You're on a mission and you're wishing someone could cure your lonely condition. Looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration, first inclination is to become a monk and leave the situation. But every dark tunnel has a light of hope, so don't hang yourself with a celibate rope. Your movie's showing, so you're going. Could care less about the vibe you're blowing. Theater gets dark just to start the show, and then you spot a fine woman sitting in your row. She's dressed in yellow, she says hello. Come sit next to me, you fine fellow. You run over there without a second to lose. And what comes next? Hey, bust the move.
You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you
Just
got
bust a
it.
move.
You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you got it.
In this city, ladies look pretty. Guys tell jokes so they can seem witty. Tell a funny joke just to get some play. Then you try to make a move and she says no way. Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon. Got no money and you got no car, then you got no woman, and there you are. Some girls are sadistic, materialistic. Looking for a man makes them opportunistic. They're lying on the beach perpetrating a tan so that a brother with the money can be their man. So on the beach you're strolling, real high rolling. Everything you have is yours and not stolen. A girl runs up with something to prove, so don't just stand there, bust the move.
You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you
Just
got
bust a
it.
move.
You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you
Break it down
got
for me, fellas. Your best friend Harry has a brother Larry. In 5 days from now, he's gonna marry. He's hoping you can make it there if you can, cause in the ceremony you'll be the best man. You say Nito, check your libido, and roll to the church in your new tuxedo. The bride walks down just to start the wedding, and there's one more girl you won't be getting. So you start thinking, then you start blinking. A bridemaid looks and thinks that you're winking. She thinks you're kinda cute, so she winks back, and then you're feeling really fine, cause the girl is stacked. Reception's jumping, bass is pumping. Look at the girl and your heart starts thumping. Says she wants to dance to a different group. Now you know what to do, G, bust the move.
You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you
Just
got
bust a
it.
move.
You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you got it.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. What we have here is the last training sort of thing in the Carrington Institute, and it's the Hollow Room, and this is movement training.
What can I do for you? Hey.
So I suppose if this was your first sort of first-person shooter, you might need these. Of course, if you played GoldenEye, then the exact same thing, and you probably didn't even know this existed. So right here, we're literally learning to look. Nothing terribly exciting. The next one here is supposed to be simple movement, or strafing sideways. So these switches will turn off, and you have to strafe to get them all quickly. Again, not interesting in the least. This is, I guess, advanced movement and crouching. That's it. Crouching. So now we're getting to something slightly more interesting, combat. Although, not all that much interesting. Next we have disarming training. This one I don't really understand. It tells us to knock this guy out using stealth. Even in the N64 version, he constantly looks at you, even if you, for example, try to sneakily move your way around the room. He just follows you. The only way to do it is actually to punch him a bunch of times to disorient him. And this guy will shoot at you. Now you'll see in some of the other, well, the last two training missions, I think they dumbed down the accuracy of the bad guys. Because I remember, it may have been because I was just a kid, but I remember in the N64 version, the bad guys were a lot more deadly. I died a lot of times in these last couple training missions. The last one especially. You have 2 guys with guns, at least 2 guys with guns. 3 guys with guns, and if you get hit once, you're dead. Now, in the N64 version, I had to use a glitch in order to keep a gun from a previous attempt in order to beat it. But this time I do it first try. Anyway, that's movement training. Like I said, very boring, and I was seriously considering not even showing it off.
Some last-minute training, huh?
Strangely enough, the bullet holes appear to be real. Well guys, we're getting close to the end of the game, so hopefully next time I have something a little bit more interesting to show you. Thanks for watching.